if you're new here, I'm glad you found me. I go by Zeus Diary online. As we're getting close to wrapping 2024, I had to reflect on all the luxury items that I sold and the reason why. The same way that I went through in my last video, my 2024 best and worst luxury purchases of the year. I'm going to link the video down below if you didn't have the chance yet to check that out. This time I'm going to run you through what it is that I decided to let go and the rationale behind. I think that it's a good way to kind of sum up how my style is perpetually evolving and how I make decisions in terms of what comes in, but also what goes out. It is still daytime here, so grab a drink of your choice. Me, it's coffee for now. And let's get started, shall we? Full disclosure, I'm a corporate finance gal by trade. I like things being structured. Let's kick off, and the first category is going to be scarves. My love for Hermes as a brand started off with silk scarves, and this year I let go of a few, and let me run you through the rationale behind. The first piece that I let go is a Hermes triangle shawl. It's the Maison and Maison line. When I bought it, I thought it's going to be a good way for me to experiment. And then I just realized that it was the wrong color combo to wear it often. It didn't quite work and it was clashing with the way I dress. So yeah, I decided to let it go. I let go of 190 by 90 silk scarf. I think it's called Isola di Primavera. Everything on that scarf was wrong for me. Let me explain here. I bought the scarf for the right reasons. Meaning I wanted a piece of Mathieu Cosset for Hermes as an artist because I just like what he designs. However, when I was wrong, it's not the color palette, it's just kind of the overall vibe of the scarf. It's just too clean and proper for me, too mademoiselle, too ladylike. Look at that scarf. The color palette calls my name, right? You have gray, blue, green, white. The thing that scarf told me is that the print and the design has to be equally bold. Look at me. You see, I'm more hard wearing, in my style and my aesthetic. I'm just more like into things that are kind of grounded. I hope that it makes sense. I tried so hard to make it work. So I just got my losses and I decided to let that scarf go. The second items that I sold, I'm just going to club them together, is two Hermes mini twillies. One is the Tresse H and the other one is Ex Libris. I sold those two twillies because those twillies were acquired to go with a Hermes Kelly that I used to have in the color biscuit with gold hardware. As I let go of the bag in question, the twillies were just sitting there, collecting dust, so I just decided to let them go. Now, in the ready-to-wear pieces, I'm gonna have, I believe, here 3 items here. I had a Hermes cashmere jumper. I sold the jumper not because of the quality, obviously, but it's simply the color. So when I bought it, I was experimenting with color and I thought, okay, that pop is going to be fun during winter. It was a huge mistake. So I had to let it go. And I let it go as soon as I realized that the shade of pink was just too much. And also, I'm not really a pink person, but for some reason, I don't know what happened there. I thought that it would work out. So no. And I also have 2 pieces from Celine. One is a wool jumper, and the other one, it's a wool and cashmere, let's say shorts or cloths that I let go. I let them go not because I didn't like them. It's simply because now that I work remotely, they were more like office kind of pieces. And in the way I dress casually or to go out, they're kind of in between, so they serve no purpose. And given the price point, they just had to go. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to shoes, guys. The shoe section has been quite heavy for me last year, simply because I've been experimenting a lot. And with no particular order, let's just go through the list. I had a pair of Chanel espadrilles in silver, shiny. I wanted to love them. It was a gift from hubby. I wore them, but they were just so painful. I didn't manage to break them. The color was perfect. Everything about it was perfect. It fit my aesthetic. It's just the comfort. Like, comfort was kind of 0 out of 10. I've had that pair of Expedite for at least, I think, 5 years. I even forgot about it, to say the least, and then I decided to let it go. Yeah, I let that go. And then here we're gonna have a bunch of Hermes shoes that I let go. And by all means, Hermes shoes, I find them really comfortable. They work for me. It's simply that, you know, for some, I just run out of love of them, or others I bought to experiment. Okay, enough rambling. Let's just go through the list. I sold my Hermes Rivage jelly sandals in blue. And I had them for at least 6-7 years now. And I just realized that I was not using them because they are slippery. And what happened as well is that when I bought one of my first pair of Chypre sandal, I'm talking about that, by the way, in my video on my summer sandals collections, I just realized that I needed something more hard wearing and more versatile. And I just let go of those, and it wasn't really a big loss, let's put it that way. I sold as well my bouncing sneakers. And you know, when I bought them, they were kind of the OG of the bouncing sneakers. The version that I had was with the parachute fabric on it, and a bit of suede. Lovely sneakers. I highly recommend them. The issue is just that I grew out of love of them, and I wanted something different, and I just decided to let them go because they were beaten up. And that's pretty much it. So they served me really well. I also sold a pair of clogs from Hermes. I believe they're called Calia clogs. I had them in white, and I sold those clogs because they were just not practical to work with. They looked cool. I love the idea behind, but I'm just not a clog person, so I learned it maybe the hard way, but I managed to recoup my money, so I'm okay with that. Also, they're heavy when you work with them. You really have to be mindful of your steps, otherwise you can fall and really hurt yourself. I'm happy that they're gone. Now, these are the two pieces where I really had to think it through. The first one is the Hermes Veil boots. I loved those boots. I recollect like 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, I am GPS made this video around the best Hermes shoes and boots to purchase, and he showcased the Veil boots, and I couldn't agree anymore with what he said. I loved the boots. It's simply that they did not fit my aesthetic anymore, and I was just after something different. So I sold the Veil boots because I bought the Funk ankle boots, and I thought that the Funk ankle boots will fit the bill of what I am after. Guess what? Ultimately, I also sold the Funk ankle boots.
Oh my gosh!
It makes sense to me. Let me start again. Veil boots, loved them, kept them for a couple of years, but then my style evolved, so I had to let them go, simply because they were kind of bottom heavy in terms of how I like to wear my boots. And what I came to the realization is that when it comes to ankle boots, I like them with a bit of sturdy lock heel, for them to be comfortable. And then when it's flat, I'll go for something with a different aesthetic, and those were just kind of too heavy for the kind of trousers or shorts that I wear, so I had to let them go. And the problem with the Funk ankle boots is that I love the boots themselves. What I hated about them is the bloody Kelly buckle on top of it. It looks nice, but the boot is heavy, and the leather is so thick that having the Kelly buckle just makes it difficult, and it's just on the way when you wear the shoe. And that's one of the reasons why, for instance, I'm not on board with, I think it's the Day sneaker, don't quote me on that. That also has like the Kelly buckle on it. I don't get it. Guys, one thing as well, The funk ankle boots were a miss, but not really. And let me explain. What I liked is the fact that I wanted the boots. I got the boots and then I realized that it doesn't work with my aesthetic. Why is it? Because I am already loud and I know it for a fact, right? Like you see, I have chunky jewelry, a chunky whatever. I'm gonna have, I don't know, bold, I don't know, red, green gloves, what have you, a funky hat, funky sunnies. And then if I come also with the boot, with the Kelly buckle, the boot is competing with the rest. So I am not sleek enough in my aesthetic for the ankle boot to work. Literally, whenever I wore it, I had to take things off for it to work. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. So I had to let the boots go. And yeah, let's move on to the next category. Now, let's call this miscellaneous. In the miscellaneous category, I have 3 items here. The first one is a Loewe Obi belt. I bought it to go with an outfit for a wedding that I was attending. I have nothing against the belt, but it's the color. That color was great for that outfit. And I knew when I bought it that I'll most likely sell it afterwards. And I was at peace with it because now I actually was lucky enough to find that belt in gold. And that is the piece now that I will keep in my collection. I also let go of a couple of pair of sunnies. One is a pair of Prada sunnies that I bought that were white. And those ones I let them go because they taught me a lesson. Is that white sunglasses don't work for me. They're just too harsh, the color against my skin tone. I let them go, the Prada sunnies, because I came to the realization that for these to work, I had to be like, I'm wearing these sunnies today. What outfit should I wear? And it should be the other way around because this is just an accessory at the end of the day, right? So they had to go. So the second pair is my LV Vintage Sunny that I had to let go simply because they were novelty. I bought them to make an experiment. The experiment was done, so that's it. Guys, as usual, let's finish with a bang and go to the list of the bags and SLGs that I let go this year. The first piece is going to be a vintage small bag from Hermes called Onime 2. I bought that bag to test the leather. It made me realize that box leather is my favorite leather. The experiment came to an end when I bought my Calvi carved holder from Hermes, so I didn't need Onime 2 anymore. However, I managed to snap a Constance Mini in box leather. Once that bag came into my collection, the Onime 2 had to go. The second bag that I let go is my Celine classic box bag. And here that's an interesting one. I've been wanting that bag for so long. And I bought it in red with silver hardware, thinking I'm more of a silver hardware girl, which I still am, or white gold. However, what that bag taught me is that when it comes to red, it has to be the right red for me. So I tried too hard to make that bag work. And then I just realized that I'm not reaching out for it. And me, I'm brutal, guys. If you serve no purpose, you're out. But this is one of the bags where I know that I'll buy it again when I find the right color combo for me. And when I say the right color combo, I mean the color plus the hardware. And maybe as well, it's something that I might try to snap in exotic leather in the pre-loved market. We shall see with time. The third bag that I sold is my Dior saddle bag, and this one pains me. Again, same as the Celine box bag, that's a bag that for me has to be in my collection. I bought it in the color latte. I thought that it would work and that it would be like my white bag, but that color taught me I'd rather go for the chalky white for it to work for me. But same as the Celine medium box bag, it's a bag that I will repurchase when I find the right combo. And this is something that I'll be hunting at the store or pre-loved, and I don't really care as long as it's the right combo. I need a Dior saddle bag in my life. The other bag that I sold is my Chanel Classic Flap, medium size, black with silver hardware. I knew that that bag would have to go at some point, and I was pleased to let it go when I found my Constance mini vintage box leather with gold hardware. Video of the unboxing down below. Also, coming back to Hermes, I let go earlier this year Evelyn 29, and I love that bag. I loved it. I just grew out of love with it for a couple of reasons. The first one being that I bought it with the strap that was like the quadri strap. I found it interesting and I thought, okay, that is cool. To be fair, I never wore the strap. I maybe wore it once. So I used to wear the bag with maxi twilly wrapped to wear it as a shoulder bag because that's how I was more comfortable wearing the bag. One thing as well, and one of the reasons why I sold the bag is because I've had a few Hermes bags coming and leaving my collection, and I just came to the realization that for the price point of that bag, I'd rather experiment, for instance, with Loewe or Bottega Veneta, if you see what I mean. My Evelyn PM made me realize that when it comes to Hermes, the bags that I'm the most interested in are the more premium bags, and I'm not just focusing on the Kelly or the Birkin, but you know, anything else. So I also decided to let go of my Louis Vuitton neon wallet. I came to the realization that I am not an SLG girl. I am too pragmatic to kind of have 10 small leather goods. So I let go of this one when I bought the Beyond compact wallet from Hermes. So someone had to go. The LV Neon wallet was the first one on the chopping blocks. I also sold my Celine drawstring tote bag. And the reason behind it is because I thought that at some point with my job, I'll have to go back to the office or that I'll be traveling a lot and carrying my laptop. And my office laptop is a bloody 17 inches laptop. So you really need a proper carry-on bag for that. And turns out that I don't need to. So because I didn't need to, I had to let it go. Yeah, guys, here you have it. As you can see, I sold quite a few things, loads of shoes, loads of bags as well, and then a few bits and pieces here and then. And now I'm currently doing the assessment of what has to go so that I kickstart 2025, on the right foot. So I hope that you enjoy this and also the explanations given. Let me know what you think and also if there's anything that you would have kept if you were me. Here you have it. You made it till the end of the list of all the luxury items that I sold this year. Thank you for staying with me and see you in the next one.